Serious. Columbus, a great pioneering hero, or the mastermind behind a large-scale massacre. For centuries, what have you been taught, and what was deliberately left out? In 1492, Columbus set sail from Spain, crossed the Atlantic, and reached a land unknown at the time. Thoughtful for hundreds of years, he was celebrated as the man who discovered America. But there are things that were never written in the textbooks. First, Columbus wasn't the first to reach the Americas. Informative. More than 400 years before him, Viking explorer Leif Erikson had already landed on the shores of Canada, and more importantly, millions of indigenous people had lived on these lands for thousands of years. Serious. Columbus didn't discover America. He was simply the first to arrive with fire, steel, and a thirst for conquest. Second, he enslaved indigenous people. Grave. After landing in the Caribbean, Columbus ordered the capture of the Arawak, a peaceful native tribe disturbed. In 1495, over 500 of them were shipped to Europe as slaves, most of whom didn't survive the voyage. Grim. Third, according to a Spanish priest who traveled with Columbus, those who failed to deliver enough gold had their hands cut off and were left to bleed to death. Children were taken to serve the sailors. Women were forced into sexual slavery. Within just a few decades, 90% of the Taino population on the island of Hispaniola was gone. So why is he still honored? Reflective. In the 19th century, the U.S. needed a unifying symbol for Italian immigrants, and Columbus, an Italian Catholic, became the perfect choice. Historical. In 1937, President Roosevelt officially declared Columbus Day a national holiday. In recent years, statues of Columbus have been torn down. States like California, Oregon, and Minnesota have replaced Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. Balanced. They're not erasing history. They're simply trying to tell it more truthfully. Firm. Sincere. We're not denying his voyage, but we must face the consequences and the hidden truths behind the curtain of history. Inviting. What do you think? Leave a comment and follow the channel to explore more distorted truths from history.